Flying at this festive period sure has its challenges. Overcrowded terminals, overbooked flights, even delays, or any other number of other problems that result in a significant inconvenience or financial loss for the passenger. On the program, we turn our attention to what passengers face while connecting places or businesses during this season, and some of the contents of the passenger bill of rights that can come in handy. This is Aviation This Week on Channels Television, and you're most welcome. I'm Bukola Joe Kitsundi. Let's take a look at what our terminals look like at the moment.
Any major airport has lots of customers, most of them passengers. The Murtala Mohammed International Airport in Lagos handles nearly 10 million passengers a year. While the local terminals also have a large number of passengers traveling through. Moving those people to their ultimate destinations requires 22 international airlines and 8 domestic airlines, which collectively make up the airport's daily arrivals and departures. Records from the Nigerian Bureau of Statistics show that the second quarter of 2015 saw a decline in passenger travel in Nigeria, driven by low numbers of internationally traveling passengers, which declined by over 400,000 passengers, or 27.93%, from first quarter to over 1 million passengers in April to May 2015. Domestic travel showed a marginal rise quarter on quarter, with about 16,000 more passengers traveling in the second quarter. The resultant 2.3 million domestically bound passengers represented 69.37% of the total number of passengers. With this rise in local travel, the holiday season is not any different. Here, at the General Aviation Terminal in Lagos, passengers are headed for destinations within Nigeria. There is a rise in ticket demand, and most passengers are quick to say that online purchase is the best option.
I bought my ticket online from Jos, and then it was no problem at all. Only it is more expensive now. Ordinarily, one would have paid something like about 26,000. Now I had to pay about 35,000. So yes, one way. So which is quite on the high side. I think if it remains at this level, I'm just attributing it to maybe the fuel situation. I don't know whether it affects the aviation fuel, but somehow I think it's appropriate that if it doesn't go beyond this, it's okay. But when it goes beyond this, then it's going to be problematic. So far at the airports, everything has been orderly. I've been able to check in my goods without problems. And I'm with my family members. And so far, I think this Christmas will be okay.
It has been actually so easy, unexpected of Nigerian airports. Because buying the tickets, I bought my ticket online, and it went so easy. So I'm quite comfortable how everything went.
They are selling it around 30 something, like somebody that wanted to go to Asaba. The Asaba is full till on the 25th. And the full ticket is around 32,000 something, one way. And if you want to buy, you will be spending around, let's say, 100,000 or for your boats going and coming, something like that.
The usual crowding of the departure hall is not in full swing, but there is pressure on passengers to jet out as fast as they can. Facilitated through this port is better than previous experiences.
One thing I really noticed though when I came back this time, the international airports, I think it's a little bit much more organized. Of course, there's room for improvement, but it's always good to give credit, when you see that, okay, we're not there yet, but we are getting there. So I think right now it's not too bad, but obviously it's not still there in terms of, comparing it or having a benchmark in relation to other international airports. So.
While the Yuletide is in, most passengers are also inclined to ask the authority to do better.
Well, the aviation industry will need a lot of work to do, particularly when the time for rush hour, holiday time comes. They need to be up and doing to be sure that there's no congestion, the delays in flight. They need to work on it. They make sure that also the aircrafts are serviceable. They are all able to leave on time, because these are the things that stress passengers.
Traveling at this time can be very hectic, so the airport authority is bracing up for the times and asking passengers to be responsible.
Passengers traveling are advised to adhere to our security restrictions on handheld luggage. For instance, we won't allow passengers to board with sharp objects, things like bats or golf or knife. It's better you check them in, and we also restrict carriage of more than 100 millimeters of liquid on board. So if you have like perfumes, big bottles and things like that, you can travel with them so long as you check them into your luggage, because we will not allow them on board. Those who fail to do that may have to surrender them during the screening, because we have bodies screeners, we have luggage screeners, and all other facilities that we've put in place to ensure that our airport is secure and safe.
Following the upsurge in passenger numbers, the airline is allowed to overbook at this time, so if you must travel on that flight, get to the airport ahead of schedule.